Good morning, everyone. I'm just getting myself organized here. Been doing some mathematics this morning and the brain is not awake yet. Welcome to Timeout Tuesday for the 16th of June, would you believe? Wow, this month is flying. We've lots of birthdays. We had, what do we have? We had one last weekend. We have one this week and one 4 days later. So we've got I have three grandkids all born within 2 weeks of each other, but not the same age. Two are 10 and one is 13. Well, today I've just got back from a beautiful retreat down at Kyle Ridge near Picton, on the west of Sydney. Beautiful place, lots of wildlife, kangaroos, black cockatoos, wallabies. Didn't see any wombats, but lots of kangaroos and wallabies. And it was a really lovely, relaxing weekend. And thank you to Sharon for organising that. And if you would be interested in going to something like that, we have some coming up. I think this year's full, but next year you could join us on that. Well, while I was away on the weekend, I was working on some of my podcasts, and today I decided I would do Scenic Coast. Now, in the catalogue from May to August, this is Scenic Coast. It is absolutely stunning paper. One side is sort of this variegated color here, and the other side has a scene on it. I will show them to you. Strawberry slush, crushed curry, palmy blue, blueberry bushel, Highland heather, and gorgeous grape, and lots of other colors as well you could use. Okay, so let me show you. Do I have the stamps? I don't think I have the stamps and the dies here, which I should have pulled out, but anyway, I'll show you. There are some stamps with a few things on them, and then these are the dies. So a bit hard to see there, but if you go to page 26 of your catalogue, you will find them. I'm going to do a little, I only got started with this, can I just say, but I found a few more things I want to do with it. So this is the paper. It's beautiful. Now, if you look at it, you can see it's nice and shiny. Can you see it sparkling in the light? It's iridescent down here, so it's really lovely. It's sunset over the water. Here's another one. This reminds me more of a lake. Can you see the iridescence on it? Isn't it beautiful? I'll show you the other side in a minute. This one. It's really good. Good light this morning for showing these. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? You can see the sunset just like it would be in reality. And this one, another one. And I think we're almost back to where we were. That one there just sparkles there. And then on this one, you can see the iridescence there. Let's turn them over. So you can see the other side has this, and then it's got this block color. So it's got some of them have the purples. This one's strawberry slush. This one's balmy blue. This one's sort of night of navy. Another purpley one and a yellow one. So lots of different colors there. Okay, so today I was playing with this over the weekend. Oh, and as well as that, you get this shimmer paper. Now, it's sticking to my paper. Let me open it up and show you. There are 3 different colors in this. So the shimmer paper, if I hold it to the light, you can see that it shimmers in the light. There's a blue, there's a pink, and there's a white. It's actually almost like a shimmer vellum, I think. Would probably be a good way to, what do they call it? Shimmer vellum. They do call it shimmer vellum. So I haven't used a lot of that in these cards, but just to show you. Okay. Oh, a little bit of paper. Okay, so card number 1 today is this one. Let me open this up and get the card out. and all the little bits because I prepared these at retreat on the weekend. So this is the card we're going to do today, and it uses a full piece of the DSP, and when you open it up it's like that. Okay, this is one of the die cuts. These are the die cuts. So let me show you how I put that together. So I got my normal size card and I did that. I'll leave that for the moment. I'm not sure what, oh yeah, I know what that was for. And I realize there's one thing I don't have, but that's okay. I'll find it in a minute or two. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a piece of white. Let's put the 6x6 together. Okay, push my little shells out of the way. Get this the right way around. There is my 6x6. Okay. Now you'll notice that I've actually, because of the size of the card I've made, I have this overlapping a bit, so I've used this on too, and I'm still working out what I'm going to do because I want it to fit this. Okay, so really easy to put together. Let's put the back together, and I've got a piece of white that's going to go alongside the DSP. So let me get my tape, which I did get out. Here we go. We have a beautiful morning. Been a cool night. It's, the windows were all sort of misty and moist this morning. So I'm going to put that in here. And that piece is in. You can write on that if you want, okay? Which is what I planned. Okay, this piece is going to go right next to it. So let's pop it on. Fairly simple card to make, actually. Let's pop that on so it matches. I think I'm going to have a little visitor. I can hear her head shaking. Okay, now I'm going to put this one on right here. And you'll notice it doesn't take up all of that fold, okay? It's like that, okay? And this one is going to go like that. Can you see what I'm going to do? So what I'm not going to cover this piece at all. All I'm going to do is put some tape on this. I'll do this first, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I want to put this on before I put the DSP on. Let's see, I put it on like that, okay? I put a little bit of tape on top of that. Now I'm going to put my DSP on. Actually, I think I'll just leave it as it is. It's fine. There we go. Now you can see that, yeah, it just needs to move a little bit up so that my lines are more even. That's better. Okay, so when I close my card, it looks like that. Okay, now this is when I do need my stamp set out, isn't it? Let me see if I can quickly find it. I keep my stamps all in boxes like this. In case you haven't worked out a way, because the stamps now don't come in packets, in boxes. They come in these packets. So I put them in alphabetical order, and I have the alphabet in there. And I find these in a little variety shop. Aren't they pretty? They fit on my shelf. So pop that down there. So this is a stamp set. So I need out, and I'm not as organized as I thought I was, but that's okay. Let's pull that out. Get the stamps out. Okay. I need the adventure. continues. So let's find the adventure continues. There it is. At least working in here in the classroom means that I'm right next to what I need if I'm needing to grab something. We'll grab a block. And of course I need some Night of Navy ink, don't I? Yes, I'm not organized this morning. I got thinking about something else. Okay, let's get the Night of Navy ready. Here we go. Now, all I'm going to do is to stamp The Adventure Continues in Night of Navy on this piece of white cardstock. Just like that. Okay. And I will put this in here so I don't make a mess. Okay. Set that over there. I really am not organized this morning. Okay, so I need a 2-inch punch, which I think is this one. Yeah. Or it is 5 centimeters. Okay. And all I'm going to do is just punch this out. Like that. Pop that there. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, gosh. And then this is going to go on the card, just like that. And I'm just going to place it on with some glue. Really simply, like that. It'd help if I put it on straight, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. Now, and I've got some shells here. I've cut out in Melon Mambo, I think they were. And got my glue. I'm hoping this works this morning. It was getting blocked up a little bit on the weekend. And it might be a bit cold for it. No, it's not going to work. But I have this, which is the same thing. Just, okay. Catch it, pop it on there. Just hold it down for a moment so it sits. And then I've got the other one, which is like a cone-shaped shell. Should get my pick out for this. Put that on. Okay, now I could put dimensions and stuff on this as well. And I'm going to use a tiny little bit of shimmer on these. At the moment it changes the color, but that will dry in and be okay in a minute or two. And that is my first card. Okay, so I've put 2 on that. I only put 1 on the other one, but you could put on with a glue dot as well. That's the other thing you could put it on with. So that's card number 1. I could put that one down there, which I think I might do actually. Let's pop it over here. There we go. And I shall pop it on like that. There we go. And that looks pretty on the inside. So there we go. Right, card number 2 is this one. And I've realized that I need Gorgeous Grape. Whoops. A bit of glue on there. You know that if you've got a bit of glue on your card, the good thing to get is your this here, this that you use for doing your Versamark. And I just do that on it, and that takes all the stickiness away. See? So this is the card we're going to do today. Gorgeous Grape. Okay. So it uses the DSP, uses Gorgeous Grape, and very simple card again. Okay, so what I've got is I've done, I don't know if that was our doorbell or not, but the dogs think it must have been the doorbell, I think. And thank you. I think the dogs think it was the doorbell because they're going off. um, so we've got this. It was the doorbell. They're as good as any alarm clock, those two. And I'm going to pop that on like that on the back. So all I'm going to do is get, oh, icicle won't work, will it? This one. They're like little alarm clocks sometimes. Okay, I'm just going to go around the circle. I think with me being away, they've been particularly barky since I got back. At least they were yesterday. And all I'm going to do, put a little bit up there too, and a bit across there, is place this on the other side. Notice I've just put it round the circle. Let me move myself back into the middle. That way, then I can place this on the card. Have it over a teeny wee bit. It's just a little bit short, this one, but it's okay. There we go. Okay, now, before I put it on the card, I did put some ribbon in, and I seem to have lost the ribbon. There it is. Okay. This is the white crinkled ribbon that we had, and I've just dyed it with purple. So all I'm going to do is tie it around. I dyed it at the weekend. I just used my ink pad, and you could use blends if you wanted to. Okay, take off my glue off my finger, and I'm going to tie it in a knot and a bow. Okay. I think there might be someone working next door, which just freaks the dogs out a little bit. They're great guard dogs, but yeah, if you know anything about Cavaliers, gorgeous guard dogs, but rather noisy sometimes. Let's get this to the, I want these to both be about the same length. And I'm going to tie a knot first. That holds it in place, see? And then I'm going to make my bow. I want it to go, what way do I want it to go? I want the ribbon to go down the bottom, and that to go through. And my hands are cold, so they're not wanting to work this morning. I'm pushing that through. Yes, there's a man working next door. And I think they think that they need to let him know that they're next door. Let's try again. I am fingers and thumbs this morning. So I make a fold first, and then I pop it through, and hopefully I can get it through this time. There we go. And you could do it, just with being, those are sometimes tricky. Okay. So now you can see at the moment the rose in the middle. That's why I haven't put it on the card yet, because I want to move it over to there. And this is my, look at that. Sorry. I'm waiting for my husband to, yeah, answer that. So I'm using his computer, so it comes through in his computer. Now, get my scissors. I really don't want to use those ones. Let me grab another pair. I have, these are my ribbon scissors. You can see it says ribbon only on them. Maybe you can see that. Let's grab a pair that does not say that. Just says Elizabeth on it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is cut around, leaving a little purple border. This is the other side of one of the DSPs. Here we go. And I'm going to put that on dimensionals, which I also had got out. Got some in here anyway. These ones are bigger, but that's okay. I can use those. I'm going to put pop one there, one there. I think two's enough actually. Take the backs off. Get rid of that. Pop it on the card. To a marvelous person on their birthday. Okay, now I'm ready to put this on the actual base. There we go. There we go. There. And for the inside, I've just got a strip of the DSP. And because I want it to tone in with the purple, I want to use this side. And I'm just going to pop it down like that. Turn it over. Pop it on the inside of the card. And it picks up the gorgeous grape. Now, I'm not quite finished. I have some, I find these in my stash. They're sort of in peaches and so on. They're called Paralyzed Faceted Circles. And I thought these would actually be quite good for the card. On this one, I used that color. I am thinking actually that I might use give it a bit more oomph. One there, and I'll use one small one. They've got a sort of faceted look on them. There we go. So that gives it even a little bit more shimmer than the other one did. Okay. Pop those away so they don't come off. There we go. Put them back in their little packet. And that's card number 2. Now, of course, when you do something like this, let me move that out of the way. That out of the way. Keep my scissors. When you do something like this, you think, oh, I know what I need. I need something to use up the scraps. So what did I decide to do? Was fiddling around and I've used this. So this is my third card today. This is the card that I made. And basically I used little scraps of the DSP that I had left and some black. Oops, I found a little piece of C inside. And you can see that I've highlighted it with Calypso. I think that was Calypso Coral, I believe. If I look at my notes, that would remind me. I've got 2 bits of this. Okay, so let's get all the pieces I need. So I've got a balmy blue base. This is going to go on the inside. like that with one of these strips on it. So I haven't done that one yet. That's why I've got two of those. Okay, but I'll just do one today. And I think, what one do I want to use? Okay. This one. Pop that on there. Do the inside first. Okay. Tail off. And stick this. I don't think I put that on straight. I am not very good this morning. Just because I've stuck it on means I can straighten it without too much trouble. Turn it over. So I'm going to finish the inside of the card first, and then I'll do the outside. Here we go. That's the inside of the card. Okay, now I've got a piece of the calypso coral. I think it is, and that's a black piece. And I'm not sure what, oh yes, I know what that was for. That's behind the calypso coral like that. So I can put that together. It's like a 3-layer card. Okay, so I can put that on it so there's a little black border around it. Okay, so that is going to go on the front like so. So I will actually do that now. Now to do the decoration on the front, let's get that in the right spot. There we go. To do the decoration on the front, leave that piece aside for the moment. I've got a piece of black here, which is going to fit on inside that there like that. But I've got 4 pieces, 4 little squares I've cut out of the DSP. Let's do, I'm not sure what direction I want these to be in. Actually, I think I want, yeah, I might put that one up the top. I'm working out where they're going to go first. And then I'll do that one. And perhaps, I think actually I might put, yeah, no, I'll put that one there and this one on the bottom. So I'm going to set that there, that there, that there, and that there. Now I want to move that up just a teeny bit so that, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that spacing. Okay, so let's get the top one on. Leave the other ones in place for the moment. And I'm going to pop that so it's in the center like that. Okay, now to do the next one. And basically all I'm going to do is to pop it so the points meet up all the time. Like that. The next one. And it's got like a painted oil painting textured feel to it, so it's really pretty. And then the last one is going to go down here like that. So you can see that the top one and the bottom one stick out a little bit. So just going to get my scissors, which I've gone to hiding. I don't really want to use those other ones, but I might use those other ones. Naughty. that I am. And there. Oh no, those are the right ones. Good. I was beginning to panic there for a minute. And I've got that little bit off the other side. Okay, so that is my panel for the front. And it's just going to go like that. But before I put that on, I've got some black fishing net that I want to put on. You can see, how do I want to put this? I think I want to put it that way. Okay, so I'm going to place it in here. Just going to put a little bit of glue there, because I will fix it up. I think that's what I want to do, like that. Okay, that's where it will go. Okay, could just put a little bit of tape along there as well. Okay, so let's get my, I'd rather have this fine one, but it's blocked a bit at the moment. So all I'm going to do is, you could do this with putting a piece of the adhesive on the back, but I didn't do that the weekend before you cut it out. You just need to lightly, and then we can fix it up so that it doesn't stick. Okay, so pop it back on the card. There we go. And I've got my sailing boat, and I've got some this is my little sailing boat, and I'm just going to poke that little bit out, and it will go on down here like that. Going to put it on a couple of dimensionals. Close this up. Oh, and I've got my bits of the sea, so I'm going to pop that one there and that one underneath. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this end, and I'm going to just run a little bit of glue along the back. There we go. And I'll pop that on. I'll put this one on the bottom. Okay, remember how I said about extra glue? I'll fix that up in a minute. And then this one, I'm not going to have it going in as far. I'm just going to have it. I want it to actually, I've got the wrong side. I want to actually glue the other side, because I want the waves to go up the way, not down the way. Like that. I haven't put the boat on yet. Like that. Now you can see there's a bit of extra glue there. I will get that off in a minute. Grab my hands on the dimensionals, put a couple on the sails. And I think I might put one, let's just put that glue away for the moment. I think I might cut one. There we go. And I'm going to put that on the body of the boat. Okay. So here we go. Peel it off, peel it off, peel it off. And I won't put it on yet, because I want to put this on first. Okay. So I'm just going to lay this flat. Made it look harder than it really was, and it's not really hard. And I'll pop that like that. Okay. Then I've got my sailing boat, and it can go there. Okay. Now, you know how I said when you get some glue on your card, And then you can brush that off and get your, as it dries, it'll disappear too. But this stops it being sticky. There we go. Okay. Now, I want to use some gems on this as well. And I don't have the right ones out, but I'm going to use the white ones in this that I used on the other ones. The white ones that are in here. Okay. Put that away. These ones. So I pop one up there. These ones are almost clear, so they're really. I might do a smaller one at the top. One of these smaller ones in there. Okay, and that is almost the other card. I have started You Brighten My Day, and all I'm going to do is cut around it like so. And then I'm going to quickly show you a couple of cards that I made before I finish. I'm running a little over time, but that was my fault, trying to tie bows. And a couple of other cards that one I made as a prototype, and I have to do a little bit more work on how to put it together. So You Brighten My Day is going to go on top of the fishing net. Okay, they're all off, just like that. That's my third card. So let's get rid of some of the things that are on my table. Put them in my little tub. So we've got a bit of room. And we can have a look at the cards now. Okay. So card 1 was The Adventure Continues, which opens up. Card number 2 was To a Marvelous Person. And card number 3 was You Brighten My Day. And I've got that on the inside. So that's my 3 cards for today. But I wanted to show you, this was one I made for a challenge on the weekend. We had to use 3 colors of two-tone paper. So I have used, I think it's like a red Clips of Coral and this one. I'm not quite sure what they are, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So for this one, I ended up doing the soft waves embossing on the back one, and then I just made squares and I used Misty Moonlight to do this silhouette, which on top of the DSP, and then I just cut out a couple of shells from this one and stuck them on, and used again that wherever this note finds you, I hope it finds you happy, and that's using all the colors in it. And I think I could probably add a little bit more Wink of Stella to that so that it there we go, and I'm done. So that's that one. And the other one, this is the prototype that I made. This one I really love. I've been wanting to make one of these book cards for ages, so have a look at it. It opens up and it's like 3D, but I want to fix what I've got done here. So one week I might do this. I saw it online, but I couldn't find good instructions for it, so I had to make it up as I went through on the weekend. So I just want to refine it a little bit, but I might do that another week. So that's my cards for today, just so that you can see that you can do all sorts of things with this. You can make boxes as well. So I will see you next week, which is the 23rd of June, getting close to the end. And I hope you have a good week in the meantime. Take care, everyone. Bye.